3rd and long. He's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Slips one guy. Now he's loose. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. He lobs one high down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. On the ground, it's Jordan. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that...
Wide open spaces. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ott. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Makes the catch. It's Ott. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A lot of urgency for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Maiava. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so...
The extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on him, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Here we go. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Got a little space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
It's reverse. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Parrish. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Pushes ahead. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Oklahoma 21, USC 13.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the ground game. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Under fire. Makes the grab down the middle. He's running free down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. They drive down the field. You get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to barge their way in. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Escapes the sack. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. To tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup for 4. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Gibson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They'll send the back in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still